Hello Leo, Turquoise Tarot here with your reading for October 2017. I hope you're all doing well. I want to know what you plan on doing for Halloween this year. If you are celebrating, happy Halloween to you. If you plan on dressing up, let me know in the comments section what you plan to dress up as. Or if you have plans for this Halloween season, let me know what you plan on doing. Personally, I am having a little get-together at my house, and I will be dressing up this year. I'm not quite sure what I will be, but still in the works. We'll see. Got some time yet, right? A little bit. I also want to remind you guys I'm still offering specials on my private reading. So for a 20-minute, one-question reading, it's $20. That is a video reading, so basically you email me your question and I respond to you with a video of your reading. Now if you have any follow-up questions afterwards, you're always welcome to email me and I'll be happy to answer what I can for you. If you're interested, I'll post the information in the information box below this video. And also if you're interested in donating to the channel, which is always greatly appreciated, I will post a link for that below as well. Now let's go ahead and get started, because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the energy for Leo this month. October. We're going to do a general reading first, and then we're going to do two love readings, one for singles and one for couples. I want to do general messages for Leo for the month of October 2017. Alright. First card out is the Six of Pentacles. We then have the Knight of Cups. The Hanged Man. Queen of Wands, which could be your energy. We'll see. The Page of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. King of Wands. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, overall energy is the Three of Wands. Give me just a minute. I'm going to look this over. I'll see what messages come through. There's a situation here I see for you with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay. I want to say, for some of you, this may be love related. And I want to say that for some of you, I kind of feel like there's two options here. We have an earth sign, we have another fire sign like yourself. And I feel like you're choosing between the partners. I think you may be choosing to stay with a fire sign, but you're ending it with someone. And I think it's the earth sign. I feel like there's already an established relationship with this other fire sign. And if they're not another fire sign, it may just be that they're an outgoing kind of individual, you know, an outspoken kind of person. They don't have to be of a fire sign, and this doesn't have to be of an earth sign either. There's, I think, more passion with the fellow fire sign. But there is an ending somewhere. And again, earth sign. More compatibility with this other person. And it may be that you're asking someone else to choose between you and another person. And that person ultimately chooses you. So I know that's more love focused, but that's one of the messages that's coming up here. I see something else regarding finances for some of you. I feel like something has been a financial burden, and I think that somebody may come in the month of October and offer you some financial assistance. And it's either a female, I want to say a female earth sign, or it's a male fire sign, but I feel like somebody's coming in to help you. Something has been very, like I said, burdensome, and this person's coming in to help you, release you of that financial burden, and ultimately it helps you move on, and it helps you, you know, move in a more positive direction. I want to say too that by the end of the month, I feel like your ships will certainly be coming in. Money will be a lot easier, you know, a lot easier matter to deal with. For some of you, there's a message here that if you want to increase profits, there's some type of creative venture that you've been interested in or you've been considering. It may be time to go ahead and begin that. But I also want to say, again, we have another person, or maybe even two other people, who may be joining you in that venture. Now, be careful not to spend too much in the beginning, up front. I think that that may be, that may do more harm than good. So try to be as practical as possible. But I think this is the month where you should start working on it. For some of you, there's been someone in your life that may have been, or is presently, a bit of a financial burden. This person is more than capable of caring for themselves, but instead, I think that they've kind of been more dependent on you and have exhausted your generosity. So this is a month where I think you will graciously let them know that no longer will you be dependent on me. I will not be funding, you know, maybe your dreams or your ventures or supporting you in any way. You are more than capable of doing that for yourself, because it is, you know, causing a lot of financial challenges for you when you're taking care of, you know, you're on maybe one income and you're taking care of two individuals. And ultimately, by letting go of this person, it opens you up, not just financially, but I think also, you know, it opens you up to new opportunities, because you're not carrying around another person who's not willing to work for themselves. Let me take these Gypsy Oracle cards and we'll look at this more in depth. I want to look at the Hanged Man here. Yeah, there's something you're letting go of that is actually a fortunate thing to let go of. We have fortune, death, and reunion. So I feel like it's actually very beneficial for you to let go of this partnership or this person. Maybe, you know, Fortune here, you look at her bag, she's got money being unloaded. So I kind of feel like it's a financial matter where you're letting go of somebody and they're, you know, forcing them to be responsible for themselves. For those of you, again, where this may be a love situation and there's other parties involved here, I see here with these three cards, it is about releasing somebody and uniting with another person. And it's a fortunate thing. It's something you're happy to do. You move on. I want to look at the Page of Wands in the center. It's like, it's about time to get moving. It's about time to make what I want happen, because I've been waiting around. I haven't been happy with this situation. Now it's like, finally, I'm fired up enough to do what I need to do and take action so that I can get what I want out of this situation. I want to look at the Three of Wands. Yeah. For some of you, again, it's moving on from an ex-partner. Maybe you're the one who's hearing that someone's been unfaithful to you, and there's another person involved, and they're walking away from you, or maybe it's just you walking away from them because they're with someone else. You know, that's a possibility. I mean, it could go either way in this love triangle situation. On a financial level, on a practicality level, I think these three cards coming up on the Three of Wands is saying goodbye to something that's no longer working, because you realize it's to your detriment and you're just hurting yourself. Maybe you feel like you've been lying to yourself, or someone's been lying to you. Now it's time to say goodbye to it, and you're fully ready to say goodbye and walk away from it, whatever it may be. And it's, you know, with the Three of Wands, this man's overlooking this cliff, and his ships are coming in with, you know, his cargo. So this is about things coming in for you, finally coming in when you release something that is not working. Okay? Let me look at the Ten of Wands. I'm sorry, the Ten of Swords. I keep feeling burden. I guess that's why I see Ten of Wands here, but I feel burden. Something's been burdensome, and it's finally coming to an end in October, and it's liberating, I want to say. You know, and it can be on a financial. I feel like there's a strong financial element to this. On the Ten of Swords, we have servant, love, and hope. So it's by releasing something that we regain hope in our lives. I feel like we're learning some valuable lesson here with the Servant card being about what's of service to me. How is this benefiting me? What am I getting out of this? Am I getting love out of this? Am I getting what I want out of this? I don't think so. So it needs to come to an end for you to get what you truly want and regain hope. Let's look at the Five of Pentacles. So, in a love situation, I feel like you were hoping to be with somebody. And it's so interesting because I got this for another sign, I think. It was Scorpio. And they had a fire sign come up in their reading. So, you may want to check out the Scorpio video if that's, you know, your situation here. But I kind of feel like, you know, with the Five of Pentacles and these three cards, it's like you were hoping for, you know, things to move to the next level in this relationship. And I don't know if necessarily you're getting what you want, because being on the Five of Pentacles, it's like you feel left out in the cold. You want commitment. This person, maybe you thought, you know, there was some more substance there than what there actually is, because I think it's more about sexual chemistry than anything. So it may be that either you are letting go of somebody because of that and you're returning to someone else, or it may be that somebody's letting go of you and choosing another person, you know, choosing a an earth sign, or you're choosing an earth sign over a fire sign. So, yeah. On a financial level, again, this is about being careful with your money. Don't spend it frivolously, for one. Be more committed to what your ultimate goals are. Yeah, you have to sacrifice some maybe happy things like, you know, going out to eat, going to the movies, spending money on clothes, or, you know, going out with friends. You may have to sacrifice some good times in order to ultimately get where you want to be, but you'll get there. The cards are saying you'll get there. Again, I see some help coming in, either from a fire sign or an earth sign, to help you out of this rut, this financial rut, and I feel like it really sets you up on a more stable foundation where you can then work on just bringing in more wealth rather than working on, you know, repairing. So that's what I have for general reading, Leo. Let's go ahead and look at what's coming in regarding love for single Leos. What are the love messages for single Leos for the month of October? Alright. We have Three of Cups, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Who are all these people? My goodness. Ten of Pentacles, so maybe family. Knight of Pentacles, Strength. At the bottom of the deck, overall energy is the King of Cups. We are dealing with a water sign. We got a lot of people here. What are you guys up to this month? Oh man. I kind of feel like, for one message I'm getting is, this is a month where you don't want to be sitting at home and doing nothing. You want to be out and you want to be meeting new people. I think you are under the understanding that, you know, if you want to meet somebody, if you want to have a relationship, well, you got to go out there and meet people. So I think this month is a month where you're definitely feeling energetic, you're feeling optimistic, you're feeling hopeful, you're feeling energized, you know, and you want to go out there and you just want to have a good time and you want to meet people. And there are going to be people in the month that come in, and you're going to have some relationships arising out of it. And I don't feel like it's just in the month of October, but ongoing. You know, it's people you meet in the month of October where you have ongoing relationships with these people. But it's when you're out and you're doing things and you're having fun that these people come in. Let's see. This is so crazy because I just did the Scorpio reading. And in the Scorpio reading, if I remember it correctly, there was something between a fire sign and a water sign female. Okay? And there was like a battle, you know, for someone's love, someone's affection. And I kind of feel the same here. And it can be for you, maybe it's an air sign, but it also could be a water sign because we have the King of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords here. There's something about, geez, what is going on this month? It's so crazy. Let me just look over the card. Well, you know, ultimately this person, and I don't think it's you. I think it's like a male water sign. That's how I feel. But again, this is a general reading. But I feel like somebody is being cold and distant to not only you, but this other person they're involved with. And if it's you, then you're being cold to both these people. But basically, you kind of feel like you don't know where you stand with this person, but neither does the other party. You know, he's cold, he's distant. He likes it that way. Because then, you know, it's like both of you want to appease him in a way. This may be somebody you meet this month, or it may be someone you're already dealing with, you're not in an official relationship with, but maybe they're in a relationship with someone, and, you know, you're wanting them to make a decision, you're asking for a decision here, but they're not giving it to you. And so ultimately, you have to decide that, you know what I want in a relationship is something much more substantial. I want, you know, maybe you're focused on beginning a family, or you're focused on your family, you're focused on some form of family dynamic, and you're saying, I need something much more stable than what you're capable or willing to offer me. Or it may be that this person is choosing you because they feel there's more security here with you. And they're making an offer to you. As the Strength card, you're a Leo, so I see you coming up twice in the reading. Let's pull some cards on this. Let's see what we get. Sorry, I have mosquito bites all over my leg, and I'm like dying here. I've poured alcohol, pretty much taken an alcohol bath. And they still itch. It's driving me insane. Alright, 5 of Pentacles. Oh, let's look at that. Fortune, thought, and falseness. Yeah. Somebody may have promised you a lot, but now you're realizing they weren't telling the truth. And I don't think it's just you realizing this. I think it's the other person too, because the queens, both the queens, are looking at this 5 of Pentacles in the center. Let me look at the 3 of Cups. Yeah. I don't know if you're just learning that there's another person who's in the midst that, you know, this other person's interested in, okay? But I think ultimately you're asking them to make a choice between you and someone else. You're communicating that basically we're not going to stay together unless you make a choice. You need to make a choice here because there's 3 people here. I think you're competing for someone's affections, or again, they could be competing for yours. If there's 2 people, because we have 2 males and we have 2 females here, so maybe you're a female fire sign where there's an air sign and a water sign who are competing for your affections. And basically, they're asking you to make a decision. And you make that decision this month. That maybe you want to go ahead and proceed in a monogamous relationship with somebody. Okay, you're choosing somebody this month. So crazy how 3s are just coming up everywhere here. Let me look at this Queen of Swords. Alright, just 2 cards. Pleasure seekers, child, and happiness. You're calling them out on their stuff. Okay? You're saying, look, You're just getting your cake and eating it too. I want something with you. I think we would be good together. I'd be happy, but you need to make a choice. What do you want? Or it can be them saying this to you. Let me look at the King of Cups. Oh. Since he's coming up as the overall energy here. Young woman, cheerfulness, and melancholy. There's an attraction here with this water sign. There's certainly an attraction here. He sees you as very appealing, very alluring. He does find you very fun, charismatic, easy to get along with. There's a sense of melancholy here, and it may be because you're not choosing this water sign. Or maybe it's because they're waiting for you to make a choice. Maybe you met this person, or you will be meeting this person at a celebration too. That's a possibility. But ultimately, they're waiting on you to make a choice. Let me look at strength. I think at the end of the day, you're owning your worth. You know what you deserve. You know that you deserve the level of love. That means that they're completely monogamous, completely into you, desiring you only, and you're wanting that commitment. So either, I want to say either, if you're the one who is on the receiving end of this love triangle, I'm going to say that this person who you're kind of competing for, I think they're choosing you. I think they are going to choose you because I think that they see there's more compatibility here. And also that there's more stability in that kind of in a relationship with you versus this water sign. Now, if it's you, though, I think you're the one, ultimately, again, you're choosing just someone who is more compatible for you. But there are options here. And I think in the month of October, this is when it all starts coming up. This is when you meet these people. If you haven't met them before, if this is sounding familiar to you right now and you're just single, doing your thing, maybe that these people come in for you. You may have, like if you're a female, you may have two males come in for you who ultimately you have to make a choice between one of these partners, and you do. Let me look at the King of Swords. Yeah. I think there's something here about wanting your affections. They're waiting for you to make a choice. There may be a negative choice here for them because you may choose the water sign. Or it may be that it brings you sorrow to have to let this person go or to say goodbye to this person. There's so many ways this would go because it is a general reading and there's so many people coming up here. So it is hard to pinpoint a particular situation, but any one of those can be you dealing with this energy. And it's interesting that it's coming up on a singles reading because you're not technically, it's just telling me that you're not technically committed to this person. There wasn't any formal agreement or announcement that we're together. It's more of just there's this interest and you're hoping for more. You're hoping it escalates to something more. It may not, and you may have to choose to walk away. Or maybe that this person chooses you over someone else. Again, a lot of different scenarios here. So again, it's so interesting that this is very similar. It's like parallel almost to what I got for Scorpio. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio water sign, definitely check out that video. Maybe you can get more information from that. Let me go ahead and look at what's coming in for my couples Leos. Messages for October. Oops, sorry. 5 of Cups. 7 of Swords. Oh my goodness. 3 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Page of Wands. 7 of Cups. Knight of Cups. 2 of Pentacles. Justice. At the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Devil. Well now, Leo. Let me look here. Well, first and foremost, it's kind of apparent to me with these cards that some of you may be saying goodbye to an earth sign, so Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I see that maybe you're in the process of divorce, and I see by the end of the month maybe we'll have something finalized, or maybe that'll be the beginning of that process. This is for those of you who I think, this is already known. This isn't something that's spurred upon you last minute, but I think that you already know that your relationship is not where it should be, and there's already contemplation about what you should do before October begins. You know this is an unhealthy dynamic, and you're really trying to be ethical, and you're also trying to work with this other person when it comes to the separation of, the material wealth that you two have shared. There's something here about you have been more than giving to this person as far as the separation goes, and I want to say the split of material wealth, but you may feel like the other person is not as fair, and you're kind of there's some doubt or insecurity about how much integrity this other person has during this divorce or separation. Finances for you may be a little bit tight when it comes to this divorce. Paying for the proceedings, paying for the attorney may be challenging, and you may feel like this is a month in which you're dealing with overcoming the challenges of being kind of tied down in this situation. Like you're just wanting it to be over so you can move on with your life, but there are certain things that need to be dealt with first before you can officially be done with it. The cards are saying, though, that you don't have to wait till then. You have to have a little bit more faith that things will turn out as they're meant to turn out. The Justice card at the end says, everything is going to be fair. Everything is going to turn out fair. So it will be balanced. Don't worry about it. I think you're worried about being fair initially, or appearing to be fair and giving, so that maybe you don't appear bad later, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a strategic thing that you've decided to do, and that's good. I mean, you want to settle it out of court as much as possible, but it may be that your partner is asking for more than what they really should get, and the court will determine that actually it's going to be 50. It's going to be fair. It's going to be 50-50. Okay? But let's look here. Doesn't have to be a divorce situation either, guys. It's the general reading, so there's other scenarios where this could apply maybe to some of you have a relationship at work. I can see that here too. And you're sneaking away, or you're getting away with it, but maybe now you're wanting to make it official. Maybe you're wanting to marry this person and really announce it. Let me look at the Devil card. So again, for some of you where this is a divorce situation, you still have emotions towards this person. You still love or care for this person. Maybe there's still a strong attraction to this person, but they're acting fickle or they're acting selfish. Or it can be that, you are so, you still have such strong emotional ties to this person that they kind of have a way of manipulating you to get what they want from you out of this breakup or out of this divorce. So be careful with that. Let's look at Justice. Okay. Yeah, this is a situation where maybe you've been really worried with the Melancholy card. Caused you a lot of worry. But you're getting communication and you're learning that things are fair, things are balanced. Whether that applies to a court proceeding kind of situation or whether that's on a more personal level, things will be fair. I want to look at the Three of Pentacles. We have Messenger, Misfortune, and Wife. So, though this relationship is ending, you want to have cooperative kind of communication. You want to work with the person, right? Because there is still a connection with this person. They were your wife or your spouse. And you don't necessarily want things to be on bad terms, but I kind of feel like they try to get away with more. But they take advantage of your kindness. Seven of Swords. Yeah, they take advantage. And it's to their detriment because you catch them doing it. It's like, look, I know that this is what you're doing. I'm trying here with you. But at the end of the day, things are going to work out to be balanced and be fair. Because I don't think you're going to allow this person to really take advantage of you. You're kind of seeing it for what it is. And it's just a desperate ploy to get what they want out of you. They're hopeful that they can be sneaky. The Seven of Swords is like, he's stealing these swords in broad daylight. So it's like trying to get away with something under your nose. But you see it for what it is. And I don't think, obviously, it upsets you. That's not the way you want to handle things with this person. But ultimately, you're not going to let them walk all over you. Two of Pentacles. Money, fortune, and joyfulness. So even though things financially may be challenging, or maybe that is the argument here with you and this other person regarding finances, just know that there's going to be a fortunate turn in events that ultimately you're going to be happy with the result of whatever the outcome is here, because you feel it's fair. And I feel like it's strongly regarding money, regarding material wealth, maybe property even. Okay? So that's what I have for you, Leo, for the month of October. If you're interested in a private reading, you're always welcome to reach out to me. I'll post my website in the information box below. I wish you guys a wonderful month. God bless, and I will see you in November. Bye.